Hey guys, Howard here from Growth Velocity Academy. What am I truly great at? What am I put on this world to do? These are the questions I hear from students all the time. And you know what? I completely understand. It is tricky to find out what are you good at? Because guess what? No one tells you, right? It's really, really hard. There's a saying I heard many years ago that you can't read the label from inside the bottle. Okay? So you can't read the label from inside the bottle. See what I mean? Sometimes when you're really, really close to things, it can be hard to get that perspective to know what you're truly great at in this world. And I'm a big believer that if you can play to your strengths, you can go further faster and have a competitive advantage in your field. It's one of the things we teach at Growth Velocity when it comes to personal branding. One of the core elements of personal branding is playing to your strengths. Right? So, what are your strengths? Like, how do you decide what you're truly great at? I've asked myself over the years, what am I truly great at? And I constantly ask myself, what am I truly great at? Because the more you can know what it is and the more you can lean into it, the more you can really take advantage of it, okay? And get a competitive advantage in the market. Well, here's the thing. I think a lot of people make a mistake when they're asking themselves this question. They think, okay, what is the one skill I am in the top 1% of in the world, the very best in the world? All right? That's what people think. And I think that's the wrong way to think about it. All right? I was reading recently I was reading a quote from a guy called Scott Adams. He's a famous cartoonist from America. He creates this cartoon called Dilbert. It doesn't matter if you've never heard of it before. It's really famous in the US. And he said something really interesting that made a big impression on me. And it's something I've always believed. He said, rather than thinking about what are you the top 0.01% in the world at, that one skill, it's not, what if you thought that's unlikely? Okay, it's unlikely that everybody can do that in the world. Whereas what he said was, rather than thinking about what you're in the 0.01% in the world at, what are you in the top 25% of? So rather than being in the top 0.01%, what are you in the top 25% of? All right? I think that's a bit more achievable, isn't it? That takes the pressure off. I know some things I'm in the top 25%. I'm probably in the top 25% of things you've always gotten good results on and stuff. But here's the thing. When you have one thing you're in the top 25% in the world, that's okay. But what if you take three things you're in the top 25% at? Three things combined, you get something really special in the middle here. That's very unique. Very, very unique. So rather than just being the best in the world at one thing, you're kind of in the top 25% of three different things. That makes you very unique at one crossover skill, the intersection between those three things. Let me give you an example. So let's say someone like Richard Branson, right? So someone like Richard Branson, which we all know is this amazing guy. What would you say he's great at? I'd say he's great at marketing. He's great at entrepreneurship. And what people always say about Richard Branson is that he never does all the work himself. He's very good at employing lieutenants to do the work for him. All right. If you think about it, he's not running all his businesses himself. He has people in the right places. So think about that. So he's great at marketing. He's great at entrepreneurship. And he's great at finding lieutenants. Okay? Then the crossover is here. That's where Richard Branson lives, here. See? He's great at all those three things. Lots of people are good at marketing. Lots of good people are good at entrepreneurship. But very few people are all those three things. All right? So, what is it for you? So, for example, I was thinking about this recently. And for me, I know I'm great at three things. One, I'm great at sales and marketing. I know I'm in the top 25% for that. I also know I'm in the top 25% for creating content that really breaks down something complicated into something easy for people to understand. All right, so that's what I call creating content. And the third is teaching people. Right, that's what I'm on this planet for. I'm great at teaching people things, all right, in a way that gets them, makes them want to take action and get results. They're the three things for me. Now, one of those things, lots of people are good at teaching. Lots of people are good at creating unique content. Lots of people are good at sales and marketing, but very few people are good at all those three things. And that is what people call zone of genius. So, guys, what is it for you? All right. So what I've just been sharing is rather, a way to think about what are you the best in the world at? Because the more you can understand yourself and understand what you're the best in the world at, if you can focus your career or your business on maximizing those skills and those talents, you're going to be able to go further, faster in your career, right? So rather than focusing on the things that you're not good at, focus on the things you're really, really good at, and then you're going to be in the top 1% in the world for that one thing, and you'll start getting results faster. Okay? So guys, been a great pleasure. I'd love to know what you learned from this session. And if you think that someone that would benefit from watching this video, please do share it with them as well. Okay? Peace out and chat soon.